Hey y'all, this is Colin from Life with Logos podcast, coming at you with a thought that's been ruminating on my mind probably for years. But now I'm getting to the point where I can finally articulate it. In my past, I've had a number of friends who are what we consider very good Christians. These are people who now are off in seminary, they're ones who very much do the right thing, they go to church every weekend, their playlists don't have any curse words on them. I haven't talked to any of these people in years. I remember two instances specifically, and I'm going to drop names, so forgive me, guys. One of the guy's name is Michael. Michael was a good guy, meant very well, wanted to live a very strong life, go into spec ops, do the whole thing. And one day, we were having a conversation casually, in the hallway, and I had let a curse word come out. I'm not sure which one it was. Probably bitch. But he then caught me right there. It's like, hey, language. And I, one, never felt so condescended upon in my life. And two, don't care. I don't care. And I still to this day don't care to curtail my language in order to meet a Christian standard. I think that's dumb. I think that words have the power that we give them. Point blank, period. They don't trust people who don't curse. Because I know somewhere in there that they have already pre-filtered the message enough to get the curse words out, and I already think, what else are you filtering? That's story A. Story 2 was a guy named Ben. Ben and I were very close for a very long time. It didn't take until the last two experiences I had with Ben, and Ben, if you ever see this, yes, I do mean you. The last two experiences I had with Ben is one, we had started a podcast. It's called Reclaiming Reality, which is still somewhere on YouTube. We never got to this many videos, but we were doing it. And I had said twat on the air, and whatever I said, it did make sense in context. He was really upset about that because that's a cuss word, depending on where you are. There's some cuss words here in America which are completely fine. In other parts of the world, I digress. He was upset because he was upset because I said that further on down the line, he ended up calling off of the podcast because he believed we had gone as far as we were going to go. We had produced, I believe, 33 episodes between the three of us, and usually good podcasts don't even get noticed until episode 200 to 700. So we quit way too fast because he felt like we weren't doing justice to the Christian standard. We were too young to be saying what we wanted to be saying, and that we weren't saying it properly. Fast forward, we ended up meeting at the third member's, Nick. We ended up meeting at his wedding. And I realized at that point, I don't think Ben ever really liked me. I think that there was a mutual respect almost as peers, but there was enough passive aggressive comments that were made for me to realize I don't think he ever actually did like me. I think in a lot of ways he was very jealous. And I was never jealous of Ben. I never thought that we were competing. I thought everything that Ben did, good for Ben. I want him to do more. I want you to go further. I want you to see more, be more, know more, become as good as you can be. And I think that my success intimidated him. Because he made a lot of comments about me being so charismatic or me being better with people and all of this stuff as if it was a competition, and it wasn't, and it never will be. My point being in all of this is that there is, particularly in America, a set of norms, standards, behaviors, and traditions that we have all adhered to as Christians. And I have no problem saying this on the air, live, and in front of everybody, that I don't give a damn. I don't. So my faith's not in the traditions. I don't think you're going to go to hell because you don't go to church on Sunday. I do think your life will fall into chaos if you don't regularly commune with God and Spirit and don't read the Bible, because otherwise you're cut off from your source. But I don't think it necessarily has to be church on Sunday. Nor do I think it needs to be a certain set of words. I don't think it needs to be a certain set of songs that you listen to or certain things that you do, or you have to know what YWAM is and Veggie Tales and vote a certain way. I think all of that is bullshit. I think it's all bullshit. I think what we've done, unfortunately, as Christians is put a lot of faith in our traditions, our songs, our language, our habits and behaviors, and we got so good at doing the thing that we forgot the God that we were connected to. And I will say in front of you proudly that I don't care. I don't care. Going to church on Sunday doesn't make you any more of a Christian than standing in the garage makes you a Cadillac. That's not an original quote. It's from a movie called The Fighting Temptations. It doesn't. I don't want to be a Christian who is really good at saying the words, doing the things, and being in the right places. I'm not any less Christian if I don't raise my hands up when you start singing Hillsong. I don't feel like less of a Christian because Maverick City's not at the top of my playlist. I don't. Because my faith is not in the tradition. My faith's not in a set of songs. My faith is not in certain words. My faith is in God alone. And we should have faith as Christians in God and God alone. Don't be the people who honor him with your mouth and then turn around and don't honor him with your life. And the thing of that is that we oftentimes try to bifurcate that as into the people who do all of the Christian things are somewhere in the back of an alleyway on a Saturday night getting shot up after doing an orgy. That's not the case. You can be very, 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 very practically Christian and not know God internally. And not give your life to him, not fight for him, not sit in a situation where your life is completely submitted to his will. That's very, very easy to do. It is so easy that it is a trap that most Christians will fall into. So damn the traditions. Forget the songs. I don't care if you listen to Kid Cudi or Toby Mac. I don't care. When you live your life, does it reflect the life of Jesus Christ? Or does it not? Do the things that you've done, and the things that you have done, bring joy, life, kindness, patience into this world? Are you a reflection of love? Is your life a beautiful sacrifice unto God? Or are you just really good at knowing the words and going through the motions? I'm Colin. This is Life of Logos Podcast, and have a great day.